Okay, ladies and gents, welcome to some Gold Rush. Or, no, it's Golden Pit, but it's kind of the same thing. This is a ranked game at around, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was the 1850-ish level. We actually have a player who is well-known and getting more well-known around my community here in the blue. Deontay for life, a.k.a. Ethan, is an up-and-coming player, but also he has been helping me out with finding the games. So he and I kind of comb through the game submissions channel within the Discord, try and see if we can find something fancy schmancy to bring to the table for games of the week. Thanks to everyone who sees games and submits them. But also he looks around the high-level games around the scene and occasionally says, hey, do you want to take a look at this one? Because this looks pretty crazy. He's 1,900 now. Interesting. I guess that makes sense, actually, because Demo, I think I played a couple weeks back. But the map is Golden Pit, and Golden Pit is a really fun map as there's a clear objective, right? Control the gold and control the stone. And if you control the gold and control the stone long term, you're going to be in a good spot. Now, Demo, he also really wants to win this game. And he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lame. Everyone sees laming differently. Some people will say, hey, laming's part of the game. Okay, it's part of the game. Maybe Deontay should have been taking the forward resources. I think that's fair. Instead of being a greedy boy and trying to push in the deer. But here you have it. Demo has already stolen 2 sheep. And now he's stealing this elephant, which puts our blue player in one of the weaker spots you could be in. Down 500 or 600 food. And also not able to really recover from that too easily. If you lose a boar, which is 340 food, you can push in all your deer and recover. But there's no way to recover from losing 2 sheep and the boar. Now, when I think Spanish, I think YOLO, okay? I think either go all in Tower Rush or play extremely greedy and drop a castle. That's typically how Spanish at a high level are played. When I think Bulgarians, I also think YOLO because they have the Man-at-Arm upgrade for free. And they have the Krepos, which cost 300 some stone. I think it's 300 stone. And you could foresee maybe some castle drops, some Krepos drops, and a lot of aggression over the rest of this game. Now, there's 2 extremes that you can have. 2 mindset extremes, I guess, when it comes to laming situations, okay? So if you steal someone's resources, you know they're hurt. So you should either go in there with everything you've got to try and finish them off with a fast feudal age rush. That way, as they're still trying to recover, and they might have a delayed feudal age, you hit them fast and hard and kill them. Or you use that recovery period to just play defensive. That's how you normally see things. When someone gets lamed or resources get stolen, the person who stole it, the thief, is going to play extremely defensive or extremely offensive. And right now it kind of looks like it's going to be offensive for Red. He's got 4 on wood. Oftentimes this can lead into a barracks with the Bulgarians to go for Man-at-Arms. And as for Deontay, I'm not even sure if he knew. Truthfully, just really bad scouting. But maybe it was here, and maybe he spotted that it went away. A little bit of walling. Dario says, I wish I could find out what my elo is, but I get cripplingly afraid in ranked matches to the point where I never end up queuing up. I'm able to survive against the hardest / extreme AIs, but that means nothing against humans. Dario, there's a lot of people who are in the exact same boat as you. There's a lot of people who are just terrified of ranked. I actually had someone tell me yesterday that the noise that plays when a ranked game is found terrifies them. It's like this, I don't know if I can do the noise. It's like, no, I'm not going to try. I don't want to embarrass myself. But yeah, playing ranked games in general, I think in Age of Empires or any RTS game can be stressful. I'll give you 2 bits of info on that, okay? If you're stressed out by playing ranked, don't look at it so seriously, okay? That number's not going to define you as a human, all right? If you lose, you're still going to be the same person after that game's finished. There's nothing wrong with losing, okay? The other thing is, you have to go in expecting to lose until your elo balances out, which takes time to figure out where you're at. But even if you end up being a god at the game, every player who's not top 200 has about a win rate of like anywhere from 45% to 55%. The way ELO is designed is you are supposed to lose games. Because if you won all the time, you wouldn't be on a ladder. Or you'd be the best player in the world. Make sense? So, I think like that anxiety you get from ranked eventually starts to like fizzle out and go away once you get used to it. But don't force yourself into doing something you don't necessarily want to do. I don't know if that helps at all. But here comes Red. Red is going forward, and he's going to be aggressive. Because he scouted this. He went forward, he lamed, he came back, he sees the walls, and he says, okay, this guy's going to play defensive now because he doesn't know what else to do. And so we've got full wall here from Deontay. And Red runs right by with the scout just passing, and here comes the man-at-arms to attack the wall. On this map, you only get 6 tiles of gold near your base, and the 6 tiles are right here. So now it's damage control time for our blue player, who, unfortunately, is 90 seconds away from the next stage. But fortunately does have stone over here, which could be nice. Your community and casting helped me get into playing ranked T90. I'm only 950, but I earned it. Nice. Yeah, like, I think... I don't know. It really depends on the person, but I hope my advice helps. I see, when I look at players who are in the lobby browser, which are the unranked games, I see players who have played like 2 or 3 games of ranked and then clearly stopped. And I think that's the toughest part about getting into Age of Empires 2 ranked, is that there's 10 placement games. And it's possible that you have to lose like 7 of those games to get placed. And that's not fun for a lot of people. But as even low elo games have shown you, eventually, in theory, things should even out. Now, Demo has had great success here because Demo has taken the enemy completely off of gold. He also went for the wood and for the farm upgrade, so economically things are looking good. We have deer coming in behind this. There's no possibility for the enemy to counterattack. But the enemy is Spanish, and Spanish can so often produce some crazy situations, so... Awkward spot for blue. I think it was initially a mistake to go for the stone in the first place, honestly. Probably blue didn't realize that the stone was over here until now. So did end up making a tower, but now the man-at-arms are here, and now these villagers could easily get trapped in. Actually, I'm uncertain on what you do here. So I think if you garrison and try and run, the game might not let you, because this area is being blocked by pathing. You might end up... Oh, wow, okay, I was wrong. Now can you hop into the tower? This seems super risky. Oh, you can't get back in the tower! That's funny, so you can get out, but you can't get back in. I guess it's more realistic that you could, like, jump this way and land behind the units than it is to jump upwards and over the units. Unless she's got mad hops. I don't know. But yeah, just very stressful, okay? This is the type of game that does not encourage any of the people watching to want to play online. Very stressful. No gold. Villager down. Man-at-arm rush. Towers on your face. Also, by the way, Red... I would suggest telling your towers to shoot the villagers here. Because for whatever reason, the game has towers prioritize houses from time to time. Well, what does blue say? Well, screw it. You know, life is hard. Sometimes you've just got to go for it. Instead of sitting back with no more berries, with no villagers on farms because he garrisoned and no gold, just go for the gold in the middle. And I think Red has spotted this. Because here comes Red, and Red sees the vills, and Red's like, no, we can't have that. So instantly the man-at-arms show up, and here they come. Blue still having the scout should realize this is going to come in here and maybe get some quick walls down. And okay, scout runs away. And just please finish the house. There we go. Good patience, good quick walling. All the problems won't be solved with a castle in the middle. But some problems will be solved with a castle in the middle. That is a lot of stone. Tower up for Red. Now, Red's economy is amazing. The balance is sick. He can go to any resource he wants. He killed one villager already. That tower almost kills another one. Does kill another one. Here comes Deontay. Wants to drop a castle, drops the castle down, gets the quick wall, but no, the spearman's there, and okay. This guy, he didn't really deserve to live. If it's survival of the fittest out here, okay? You're clearly not very fit. Not fit in the brains, anyways. Spanish villagers do build faster, which has bailed Blue out here. Because there's an opportunity that this castle still goes up. 3 villagers have died. Likely about to be 4. Likely about to be 5. But the castle can go up. Can it? Make it 6 vills down. Okay. Castle will go up. Whew. So now if you're red, you take a deep breath. And you say, I've done a lot of damage. I've killed a lot of vills. Now we play defensive. You can make an argument for a whole lot of things here. Red did forget the second building, so this is going to be crucial time. Has the resources to go Castle Age, is probably trying to go Castle Age, and is like, oh no, I forgot my blacksmith. I forgot my archer range. I don't have my buildings. Yeah, I think what I would do, if you're expecting some conquistadors, is I would wall this. I'd stonewall it. Stonewall everything. Over here, more villagers died. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, when I looked over, it was 7 or 8 villagers killed. Let's try this again. Oh, God, dude. Why? Why do this? Blue. Oh, this is such a disaster. Great job from Red to repair the tower. But it felt bad before. Now it feels awful. And Blue goes down to 19 villagers. Make it 18 villagers. Holy, and don't tell me the spearman's going to get a kill here. No. No, please no. Please no. Oh, thank God. Okay. Blue has 18 vills, all of which are here. Sorry, that's 16. Oh, no, and then we've got these 2 vills. So, yeah, just not really Blue's day. Does have 2 conquistadors. Red is thinking about the stone walls, which is smart. They're 1900, so they might be a little slower to some of these decisions, but overall, still making the right decisions. And when you completely run out of hope, the only building that can save you would be that market, okay? The market's the way to go. Because you can go to gold and buy whatever you need more efficiently and at least faster than if you were to rely on extra economy. At red, you've just put yourself in a situation where maybe Blue's got a chance. Maybe. Because you didn't stonewall, my friend. So that type of thing takes time. I don't know how many games Red has. But you remember what I said that he should stonewall was about 4 minutes ago. So it's the type of thing. There's a hole in your wall. You've created a headache for yourself that was completely avoidable. But he does lose the Ville. He does have a tower. He does have a tower here, and now he just needs to make sure these conks don't get in. Now, Blue, you need to be as fearless as possible because you've got no Ville production. So, dive the towers, get underneath them, and hope you can kill villagers because Red doesn't need to know. It's your little secret, okay? Red doesn't need to know you're not producing vills. Don't tell him. Honestly, I wonder what would happen in these types of situations as Red is about to take some losses. If Red knew that there was only 18 vills for Blue and Blue wasn't producing anymore, I think Red would be so much less stressed about the situation. We have skirms on the way. 33 villagers for Red, 18 villagers for Blue, all of which are on gold. And honestly, delete that house because the lack of efficiency hurts. But all that's happening is conquistadors are being created. Red just needs to chill. He needs to take a deep breath. He needs to make some skirms, which is all good. Oh, God. Oh, no. His skirm was outside of his base, and he deleted the house. Oh, no. What have you done? Now the conks come in. Oh, and they're going to sit underneath the tower, and Red is completely losing his mind right now. See, going skirms is a fine move, but you actually need food for skirmishers. And what's funny here is Red doesn't actually have a market. So he can't buy buy food or buy wood because he does not have a market. And because there was that hole in the wall, because of all this pressure from blue, who has 0 farmers, this is actually possible. And the GG's called. Oh, that's painful, man. That's so painful. Oh, you could just see the stress. Woo, boy. Guys, the lesson to learn here, okay, is not necessarily about what Red could or could not have done differently, okay? Because that's a painful one. But I think the lesson is, when you have a few civilizations, in particular Spanish, don't resign early, okay? At least give a solid attempt to make some damage happen, whether it's a castle drop or Conks running past TCs and towers. Go YOLO a little bit. Like this, and this is what's so crazy to me every time I see a game, and I mean no offense by this. If these guys are 1900 plus, they are top 500 in the world. Are they not? Like top 600 in the world, okay? And it was like so sloppy from Red with just a few mistakes. Now imagine if you yourself out there, Mr. 1400, Mr. 1100, Mr. 800, Mr. Unranked, if you fall behind and try something wacky and just commit. I don't know exactly what situation you're going to find yourself in, but there might be openings and there might be reason to play on a little bit longer. Now, I will be sad when I cast Loey the Legends tomorrow and someone plays on for an extra 40 minutes when they have 2 villagers because T90 said play on and give it your best shot. I mean those words. All I'm saying is give it your best shot, but also don't drag games on for the opponent if it is indeed over. Oh, man, what a crazy game. Let's look at the timeline there. Like, what? What is that? What is that, man? Conks are an insane unit. I normally would have talked about them more, but it was more about the pressure the Conks are bringing in. They have 16 base attack. They're very tanky. Of course, if you get upgrades on them, they're tankier. They're affected by bloodlines. There's things you can do with them. But the only eco that Blue had to end that game was villagers on gold. You could see the wood and food eco was looking great. The gold and stone eco, not so great for Red compared to Blue anyways. And all he probably had to do was get some stone walls down. Get the stone walls down. Then you can have time to make those skirmishers. You can drop a defensive crep post or 2, but it's all right. Bad things happen from time to time. GG. Rashid, the problem there is regular skirmishers still get one-shotted by a conk. So what he really needed was numbers. And everything just snowballed on him. He didn't, once the units got in, he didn't have the food eco to make skirms. Then he didn't have a market, so he couldn't buy food. He wasted a few units here or there. He probably could have saved his numbers instead of going in. But when you're under pressure, you make some mistakes. And that's exactly what pressure does to you. It also is different. Like, if you expect aggression, and that aggression is something that you know is going to happen in a certain area, you can deal with that much easier. But in that instance, he thought he was safe, and then he realized too late there was a hole in his wall. And that's where it gets tough because you didn't plan for it at all. And then it gets out of hand really quick. So, GG.